sled pushing is basically resisted sprinting. I had a conversation with another strength coach, a buddy of mine, and we were talking about the most important things that young athletes can do. And he said if you had no other tools, squat, deadlift, and sprint. The great thing with sprinting is you can do any form of it. And having a resistance like a sled into that sprint is probably one of the best ways to generate explosive speed. The idea is just push the weight. A couple of things that I like to try to focus on, as with most lifts, is keeping a good neutral spine. You'll see a lot of the times, because you're kind of bending over into it, you'll see a lot of the times that, if I show you from a slight angle, a lot of the times you'll see people rounding like so. So the number one thing for me is keeping a neutral spine, a good, strong, supported midline. So even if you're bending over, even if you're going from a really low angle, you still have a good, strong, supported back throughout the entire time. Besides that, it's grab onto the handles and run like hell. That's the whole idea. With a basic sled push, we'll start with a high handhold, like so. We'll get into like a sprint start position. And with me, sometimes we'll prescribe keeping your arms locked to build shoulder stability. Other times, especially if it's really heavy, you can come in with it like so, and having that weight just be part of your body. A lot of the times it's just a matter of preference. The number one mistake is letting the body just collapse into the weight. And that basically is the second you start pushing, you let the weight control, or sort of dictate how you move. And you end up sort of collapsing into it like this, which is a very unathletic position. Very few sports will allow you to kind of be in this sort of hunched up position, so you really want to stay strong and stable with this. When you're trying to move a heavy weight load, you need to make sure you're in control at all times. Another thing I'll see a lot of, especially when the weights get a little heavier with this, is stopping. And the beauty of this is the second you lose momentum, you kind of mess with yourself a little bit. It becomes so much more difficult to restart once you've stopped. So it's not really a mistake, it's not going to hurt you, but the idea and the concept behind the sled push is that you're constantly moving, no matter how fatigued you might get, and it's driving through that sort of lactic acid buildup in your leg, or just complete muscle fatigue in your legs as well. And that whole idea is just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. With that, we'll do 3 to 5 sets, and the sprints are usually maybe a grand total of 25 to 50 meters in total of sprinting. So these short bursts of just really explosive sprinting. Other times we'll go really, really heavy, and it'll almost act as a supplemental exercise for posterior chain, for a deadlift or something like that, where you can move very slowly through space and work on getting very big extension of your legs, very big extension of your legs right in there, to make sure that you're really utilizing those big muscles. But more commonly, it's just a matter of sprint.